Today we are replacing the levers on my daughter's TTR 125. When you are learning to ride or teaching your friends, oftentimes dumping the bike can get these broken. They're pretty easy to repair. These are about $30 on Amazon. And it's really only 2 bolts, but I just wanted to make a quick video. This side has a little plastic cover that we slid back so you can access this 10mm bolt. This one has the same 10mm bolt. You can see we're missing the end, so basically loosen both of these. So once you have the bolt out of here, you can pop this cable out of the old one, put it down into the new one, and then reinstall your bolt. So that's the clutch lever. When you're tightening this, make sure that you don't cross thread. It helps if you kind of wiggle this a little bit. So get it hand tight first before. The brake lever has a little adjuster on here to press the brake. You can see my new one is an Allen. I want to set this up pretty much the same before I put the new one on so that the adjustment will be where it needs to be. So my new lever is a 5mm Allen, and then I've got a 10mm wrench counter holding here. I'll screw this out about the same amount so they look pretty close, and then tighten this 10mm nut down before swapping. There's a nut on the bottom that you need to counter hold when you loosen so that it doesn't just sit there and spin. Once you get it loose, then you can take it all the way out. Be careful when you're pulling this guy out. There's a spring that goes in here. Make sure that you don't drop it. And there's a spot in here, that little silver divot where where the spring goes back when you're going back together. All right, so when you do go to adjust this, we want to make sure that this is the same length as this. It looks different because my hardware is different on this side, but we want to spin this out basically so this guy is as long as this guy, not worrying about what it looks like on this side. That feels good. Obviously, we will test drive this before we go out anywhere, but now we can tighten back this bottom nut. And we want to swap this off the old one, slide it onto the new one. Should be good to go.